Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Premier League Fantasy Football and welcome to my video. In today's video, I want to look at my team going into Game Week 16. I also want to talk to you guys about my season so far, looking at the ups and the downs and what I might do to adjust after, the World Cup. So if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe and drop a like on the video as it helps my channel out a lot. Here we go. Now, as you can see, let's have a quick look at my season so far. So right now, I am around 113,000 in the world. I think I'm around 5 points behind the top 100k. And I think I'm around 35 points behind top 10k. So it's actually not too bad. Let's look at the ups. Like, as you can see, I started off really well to the season. Got a lot of 74 points above the average, as you can see here as well. But then with the downs, I had these like really bad game weeks. Like in game week 3, that got me 44 points. Game week 6, 39 points. That was a little bit strange. However, because the way I played it this season was I went with a template team. And the template team actually helped me get to an okay rank. And I added into this template team 1 or 2 massive differentials to help me out, because you need these differentials to give you those extra kind of lift in the overall ranks. So I maintained the rank as long as I can, and then I wildcarded in game week 8. And this is where it just changed. I set my team up for like the last remaining game week. So in game week 8, as you can see, I wildcarded 57 points, just around the average. Set my team up. As you can see, I brought in Trippier, Saka as well at that stage. Bowen to kind of help me out for the next coming game weeks. Kind of predicted that he might have, get some points. Got Mitrovic, got Madison, and so on, and fixed up the issue with like not having James, but didn't work out for me there. Had Kane and Haaland, removed Salah and and Trent. So there were massive moves in my team. I removed Trent. I haven't had Trent for such a long time. So, and as you can see, this set me up in game week 9, got me 102 points. Massive amount of return. Haaland with a hat-trick, Kane returning, Bowen with 14 points. These were massive, and it's still massive differentials right now. Like Bowen was around 5% or something. Kane was quite low. It wasn't 25%. Madison, as you can see, is still 9. I think it was around 5 or 6. I can't remember. But these were massive differentials that helped me get the points that I needed. And it just continued. This wildcard team that I did in game week 8 actually really did perform. And it maintained it, right? And as you can see, that kind of helped me out, like with my transfers. That made me plan better. I kind of banked the transfer. I used 2 free transfers and so on. And as you can see, I only taken 2 minus 4.8. So that's minus 8 overall. So yeah, just thought I'll share that because I think it's good to look at these situations where you wildcard it and see which kind of point that is kind of pushed you upwards and which point of points that pushed you downwards, because then we can look at that and see what was the issue. So then obviously kind of maintain this rank was around just outside the top 100k mark. The team that I had kind of turned into a template as well. And it's got to this point where I have continue to maintain it, but now going into game week 16 without Haaland is going to be a massive problem. With him scoring a goal, it destroys my rank, so I might have to take a minus 4-point hit to bring him in and captain him, just so I don't drop too much. So, and as you can see, like with my value, the way I've been playing this game this season is just waiting until the deadline to make my transfers. If I do have 2 free transfers, I might go for a player early. And in the early stages, if I see that one of my players is dropping in value, I do try my best to remove. But right now, I just wait until the deadline because anything can happen. Even though Haaland's prices went up, I lost quite a little bit of a value on him. But I would rather know if that player is going to start or not, than think about the value right now. So, really good. I'm in a really good situation. I got all of my chips available to me. Let's have a quick look. Where does that say? So I got the bench boost, triple captain, and free hits still to play. After game week 16, we've got the unlimited transfers. So what I'm thinking to do there is maintain the team, have a templated team. So play boring, really, but it's not boring when you're doing okay, right? You would love to play boring, get to 50k to the top 10k, right? Why not? And I want to bring in a template team, but then I'm going to bring in small differentials. As you can see in my team, I still have Wilson as my differential. Saka still is a differential, even though he's 17% there. I do have Dunk that is below, near the 5% mark. So I do have couple, and I do go for risks like Alvarez last week with around 1% captaining him because we heard that Haaland was benched and so on. So I am actually trying as well to go for differentials to push in as much as I can. So I'm going to be doing that. Now, if I look at, further on, game week 17, let's have a quick look. So you got Brentford versus Spurs. Okay, maybe Harry Kane could be a player to actually look out for. Let's just have a look. I know it's early stages, but let's just have a look. So I'm just going to do this, how the team could look like. So Harry Kane has got Brentford away, Aston Villa at home, Crystal Palace away, Arsenal at home. Not too bad, actually. That is not too bad. So Harry Kane could be a template player. We've got Crystal Palace versus Fulham. Mitrovic could be the player that we might go and bring back into our team. Let's just have a quick look. Maybe. You've got Everton players. I might go for an Everton player. You got Leicester City. Maddison is just performing fantastically well. Let's have a quick look. Great fixtures down here. So could be someone to invest, bringing early. But then at this time, we might even get some double game week announcements. You got the Liverpool players. Let's have a quick look at Liverpool's fixtures because we might need to start bringing them back in because the fixtures are looking fantastic for them. Quite a lot of home away games, but I think if they start kicking in, if they start doing well, might need to bring back like Trent and so on. I think Arsenal players is going to be continuing. We've got to be continuing to get them in our teams because they're just performing really well. They're the top of the league. Looks like Chelsea. Let's have a look at Chelsea's players here. Well, they don't even have any players up here. Wow. Let's go for Mount. 17. So yeah, okay. Bournemouth at home, Nottingham Forest away. Difficult fixture here. Crystal Palace. Quite a lot of good home fixtures actually. So a little the template probably will change and bring in some. One or two of us will have a few Chelsea players. Okay, perfect. Okay, Manchester United played, Nottingham Forest at home, Wolves away, Bournemouth at home. Cool. So I can already see a template there happening. And I think some of these players will still be low owned, so that's what I'm going to be doing, and then try to kind of like plan ahead as well, and bring in these massive differentials that could help me out with my overall ranks. Because what I want to do right now is kind of maintain it, and then when we get those doubles and so on, I can use a free hit, use a bench boost and so on, and try and get in a really good rank towards the end of the season. Anyways, those were some of the plans. Things could change. Let me know in the comments below what you're thinking to do. So as you can see, this is my team. So I've got Nick Pope and Trippier at home against Chelsea. Do I think Chelsea is going to do well here? They could do. However, they're just not scoring enough and they're not performing well as well. Trippier is just a fantastic player. I can see him return here even against Chelsea. With Nick Pope, hopefully with the save points and so on, he can do that, and that can help me out with a little bit of a differential points. Cancelo will play against Brentford. Well, I'm going to hope that he does. I think he will. Great fixture for Manchester City, get a big, massive return. Now, I'll talk about the problem in a second. I've got Donk at home against Aston Villa. I think this is a good fixture for Brighton to keep a clean sheet, and I hope this is the case because he is a big differential of 5.7. I've got Martinelli and Saka. Saka being the big differential out of those two. He has still been performing. He's bringing the points and he is fit and ready to play this game. And this is a very good fixture for Arsenal to score a lot of goals in and get us a lot of points. I don't think Wolves is able to keep a clean sheet here. And they're not the old Wolves that we know. Salah, on the other hand, is a great captain option. 30% owned. If he returns, I think that he will definitely help out with the overall ranks as well because he's still a small little differential. I've got Kevin De Bruyne that is going to be highly owned. He's got a fantastic home fixture against Brentford. Probably one of the best captain options out there. I've got Alvarez that I don't think that it will play, but we'll have to see the team lineup because we might get some news. If he actually plays, I might not go for Haaland. I might just go and captain Kevin De Bruyne. I've got Wilson here that he's got a little bit of an illness. I think he is going to be fine. I don't think there's any problems there. I just got to hope for the best that he gets a return in this game against Chelsea. But I think Mitrovic could be out against Manchester United. So he is a problem. However, I do have a couple of bench players like Andreas that could get a return against Manchester United. Hope that maybe Williams will play against Crystal Palace, so might need him. And Koufal, I have no idea what's happened to him. Let's move on from him. So I do have some bench players to help this out, this issue here. So when I look at these fixtures, I'm thinking to myself, I desperately need to bring in Haaland. I don't know. You know what? I went for it last game week and it kind of paid off. But I need to fix that issue up and bring Haaland back into the team, even though I lost a little bit of the value. Because if he does well, then he will definitely hurt the rank a lot. Even with a -4 point here, I think it's fine because I do have a decent team going into this game week. Bournemouth and Everton, I guess Solanke is probably the one that I could go for if I want to scrape a little bit of money off someone else. Liverpool players, I could go for like Nunes or something like that. Maybe another Liverpool midfielder, maybe one of the defence, like maybe Trent against Southampton as a differential. Not sure there. Harry Kane's probably a player that I might go for if I don't go for Haaland. Kulievski could be someone that could play here. Maybe Perisic. For West Ham and Madison, I'm just going to skip that game. Newcastle versus Chelsea. Got a lot of Newcastle players, a lot of Arsenal. I've got the Brighton player. And maybe Rashford could be the player that I should really go for against Fulham. So let's have a look. The team is okay. I definitely, if Haaland was there, I think it's fine. With Alvarez, I could go and get the Bournemouth striker. So I've got 2.3 in the bank. Now I could just remove Alvarez. I've got 8.3. I can just go and get there you go, something like this, and then I got 2.6. And as you can see, Mitrovic 9.4. That's a little bit of a risk. I could bring in like Firmino or something like that. Could try my luck. Or maybe Jesus back into the team. Something like this. And yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think. Let me just close this. The thing that I have to do is basically remove Kevin De Bruyne. Okay, remove Kevin De Bruyne and Alvarez. Bring Haaland in, and I got 8.6 million in the bank. with 8.6, there's quite a few midfielders that I could go for. Like Trossard could be a fantastic option going into this game against Aston Villa. The other player that I'm looking to bring in is bringing back Foden in the team. Now, I know what you're thinking. Look, if we find out that he's going to start, I might just bring him in because a lot of people's removing him or already removed him. It's still a big differential and I can do this. I'm really happy with it. Great fixture. And there we go. And in Mitrovic, I got Andreas off the bench for him. And hopefully I'll get some green arrows going into this or finishing this game week, going into a game week 17. So this is what I'm thinking to do. This is my main plan. But, you know, if Haaland is benched and we see Alvarez play, I'll just keep him. Or I might just keep him and just remove Mitrovic for 9.1 million striker. I could go for the Liverpool attack, like Darwin here, and that is 8.9. I do have the money, and just try my luck, you know. So let me know in the comments below what you think. What are you thinking to do? How your season is going, and what you're thinking to do from game week 17 and onwards. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining. I hope that this video has helped you. Subscribe if you're new, and drop a like in the video as it helps my channel out a lot. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.